Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is an incredible turnout. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to the headquarters of Patriot National Insurance Group, the proud sponsors of the second annual Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation 5K here in Fort Lauderdale. My name is Chris Pizzo. I'm the Senior Vice President here at Patriot. And on behalf of our entire Patriot family around the country, and in particular our Chairman and CEO, Stephen Mariano, welcome as we have a very special opportunity to celebrate America's heroes today. Last year, when the idea of bringing the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers run to Fort Lauderdale was in its infancy, no one could have realized that it would bring together so many, 3,000 runners, leaders from around our community, and raise over $75,000 for one of the most worthy foundations in our country. We have a privilege today to be in the presence of a true American hero. Corporal Todd Nicely, on March 26, 2010, was leading a squad of Marines. As he began to cross a bridge, he stepped on a pressure plate mine, ultimately losing all 4 of his limbs. In 2011, Corporal Nicely led the New York City Tunnel to Towers 5K event. Corporal Nicely and his wife Crystal received the keys to their new home in June of 2012 as part of a Building for America's Bravest program. And Todd is one of the only 5 quadruple amputees to have survived his wounds in U.S. history. Thank you, Todd. So with that, I'd like to turn the program over to Mayor Jack Seiler, who has a special proclamation to read for us.
First of all, on behalf of the City of Fort Lauderdale, I want to welcome everyone here. The Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Fort Lauderdale 5K Run Walk will take place Saturday, September 8th, starting at 7:30 in the morning. Last year's event was one of the most successful first-time events in the City of Fort Lauderdale, and I believe the most successful run in the country other than in New York City, raising $75,000 for the foundation. I'm excited that the event this year will actually go through the Fort Lauderdale Henry E. Kenney Tunnel, which will commemorate Stephen Siller's run through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to the Towers. And as I think you all know, the proceeds from this event are going to be used to build homes for triple and quadruple amputee soldiers from post-9/11 wars to enable them to live independently. I want to give a special thanks to Patriot National Insurance. I have been here for press conferences. I have come here for events, and this is a company that also gets it. That understands what it means to be a good corporate citizen, what it means to give back to the community. They have been very successful in this community, but they've been even more successful in giving back to this community, and so we certainly appreciate Patriot National and what they've done. As a Tunnel to Towers Building for America's Bravest Day in the City of Fort Lauderdale, and encourage all our citizens to join me in recognizing and expressing appreciation for our first responders and our armed forces members as they help protect and enrich our community and our nation. This is dated the 16th day of August 2012. I'm going to ask Chief Jeff Justinak just to join me at the podium as I present this proclamation to John Carroll, who is the retired battalion chief for the Fire Department of New York. And John, if you'd come up, I'll present the proclamation to you, Chief, if you join me. Thank you, sir.
It's my great pleasure to introduce to you Corporal Todd Nicely, United States Marine. Todd.
Well, thank you, Fort Lauderdale, for having me. I'm just going to go through a little bit of what these houses do and what they mean, and we'll just start with that. March 26th, as the mayor said, I stepped on an IED and lost all 4 of my limbs. When I woke up in the hospital, I didn't realize how severely I had been injured, but after I was told, I remember thinking to myself, how am I going to do this? How am I going to take care of my wife, my family? How am I going to make a living? Well, that later on into my therapy, as I was learning to do everything again and having people brush my teeth for me, I realized that these fine gentlemen came and told me they were going to build me a home that was going to work for me instead of me having to work for it. Not only does it give me my independence back, it gives my wife her independence back, because now she doesn't have to take care of me as much as she did before. She doesn't have to get up and make me a glass of water because I can't reach the cabinets. So when you guys do these runs, that's what you're doing, is you're not doing a run to raise money. You're doing a run to give these soldiers and Marines and sailors like me their independence back. You're doing us a great service by giving us our independence back. Thank you.